There was a time when boys didn't shout, quarrel, or demand too much. His teachers described him as the perfect student, and his family commended him for being polite and kind. He gave it away in private while other kids fought for the larger piece of cake. He was the ideal child in the eyes of the public. However, he carried a storm of unsaid words, unsaid needs, and unsaid tears inside of him. Beneath the courteous grin was an ongoing fear of disappointing other people. That's not how any child is born. Babies cry when they are hungry, and toddlers scream when they are upset. Youngsters express themselves naturally, so where is this niceness coming from? It is survival, not nature. The child discovers that approval and love have requirements. They are commended if they are calm, amiable, and pleasant. Love feels aloof if they act angry or overly needy. They gradually absorb the message. I am only useful when I am manageable. Only when I don't cause trouble am I lovable. They cut away aspects of themselves, including their anger, boldness, and desires, in order to gain affection. On the inside, what appears to be politeness is frequently fear. The good kid grows up. They develop into a pleasant adult. They appear to be trustworthy, kind, and even admirable at first glance. However, they might feel invisible in their hearts. When they wish to say no, they say yes. Despite their pain, they maintain a smile. To maintain harmony, they remain silent. The same strategy that protected them as children now makes them resentful, anxious, or burned out as adults. They often feel disconnected from their true desires, struggle to establish boundaries, and are reluctant to ask for what they are entitled to. Niceness appears to be a good thing at first. However, kindness and niceness are not the same thing. Freedom, the ability to give because one knows one's value, is the source of true kindness. Fear is often the source of niceness. It is the act of being kind without having any say in the matter. I must help you or else I'll lose love, rather than I want to help you. Authenticity also starts to fade when fear is the foundation of life. Children who are brought up to suppress their emotions often become adults who struggle to say no, become frightened in confrontation, and become defensive when reprimanded. Ironically, because repressed anger can show up as sudden burnout, passive aggression, or withdrawal, they often exacerbate tension despite their best efforts to keep things harmonious. How does the good kid begin to improve then? The first step is awareness. You cannot change what you cannot see. Do I agree because I want to or because I'm afraid to refuse? Do I keep quiet out of agreement or out of fear of being rejected? Permission is the second step. Permission to take up space without shrinking, to say no without apologizing, and to rest guilt-free. Courage is the third step. The guts to take a chance on disappointment, to say, this matters to me, even if your voice falters, to be despised and yet know that you are safe. Something significant occurs when the kind child starts to accept who they really are. Their innate kindness and empathy remain. Rather, they become stronger, because they now originate from a place of freedom rather than fear. The good child has a backbone in addition to sensitivity as they grow up. They speak their truth, establish boundaries, and let themselves be loved for who they are rather than just how courteous they are. They love, care, and have empathy. Infinite kindness is not rewarded in life. Authenticity is rewarded in life. Remember this if you were or are the nice kid. Being nice was never a sign of weakness. It was survival, but now you can be loved without changing who you are. You are free to be authentic, messy, and opinionated. You are free to occupy space. You can be whole. Because there is no need for more kind kids to hide their truth from the world. It requires real people who are free, present, and alive.